Hi everybody, it's Julie and I am here. We are going to be working on file cards and file folders, and this is for the August Dollar Store Assembly Line Junk Journal Challenge, and I am going to use the little cards that I had picked up. So we're going to need 3 of them because we're making them for 3 journals, and then I can put the rest of this in my little box. Okay, so what I thought I would do is take one of the cards. I'm going to go ahead and do one of these, and then we'll do the other 2 quickly after we finish one. We're going to go ahead and cut that. Let's see how much we cut off. We cut off a 1/2 inch. Okay, cut off a 1/2 inch. So when we fold it, that's what we get right there. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and I'm going to put this so it's a 1/4 inch up higher. I'm going to come down. Let's see, let's go to, I think that's 26 on this thing. And then I'm just going to come and cut just the end of the edge off there. Okay, so, and apparently my cutter is not happy at the moment. Okay, then I'm just going to come in and I'm going to round that corner, and I'm going to come in off this side. Whoops, come in off this side and round that. Okay, and then take that off. Okay, so that's going to give me a file folder with this being the front. I am going to go ahead, use my corner rounder. I'm going to round that and that and that. Okay, see if I can clean this up a little bit. Okay, so that is going to be my little file card. Now I want to you can decorate the outside, you can decorate the inside. I am going to go ahead and I have the, there they are. I'm going to go with one of our index cards, and I'm going to put it in here like this. First I'm going to fold it in half. Okay, and it's going to give us a little pocket inside. Okay, so remember, you make your base, and then you need to do 3 things. It needs to have 3 types of embellishments happening to it. I'm going to go ahead and add glue to both the outside pieces of this. Okay, come in, line it up, put it down. Close it. Okay, that's going to give me this cute little file folder that has pockets inside of it. Okay, so then I have this page here. And I'm going to go ahead and grab one of these. This is the Furniture Company one. It's going to give me a little journaling card. Okay, and that can go ahead and go right inside my little pocket. Then on here, I have, let's go ahead and clean this side up. We have the one with the electric oil. Okay. Could have made it a double pocket in here that those would go. That's what we're doing, because otherwise they're just going to keep moving. I'm going to close that up, put those in a minute. Okay, up here at the top we have a little playing card. So I love using greeting cards in my journals, and this is one of the ways that I like to use them, is to go ahead and turn it into a file card. Okay, this has a little calling card that we turned into like a postcard. I'm just going to put that on the front. And then we've got a playing card, the Two of Hearts. Okay, I'm thinking I want a closure on this, and I know that there's more of this. Okay, so that can happen. So we'll go ahead and staple that on there. Okay, so that'll help keep it closed. And then these two little guys can go in here. There we go. Okay, so there's file card number 1. You can add more to it if you wanted to, maybe some washi. Oh, I love it. Okay, so this would give you a file card for maybe like a glassine bag if you had it, or something like that. Okay, love it. Okay, so that is 1, and we're going to go ahead and make the other 2. And so let's go ahead. That's, you know what, I might need this. That up there. I think we're good without these. Maybe that we should keep. Okay, so I'll be right back. Okay, so we have the 3 are done, and I do want to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and add this card from the digital kit, and we'll just go ahead and we're going to put it on here as a tuck. So I'm just going to go ahead and add the glue to 2 sides, and then we'll be able to add that here. Okay. Okay, so we've got that. So we have our little opening, and then I did have the little postcards from the other page. Put that in there, and our first file card is done. Okay, so there we go with the little tuck on the back, and we'll be able to put something in there once it dries, possibly, you know, maybe either another, I'll have to see. So, but we'll be able to put something in there. Okay, so I have 3 of those. These I did while I was finishing putting them together. So 1 for each of my journals that I'm working on. Okay, so next we are going to go ahead and take out a piece of the paper from my paper pad, and I am going to cut this down. I want to use my other cutter because that one was giving this kind of funny edge. Okay, so I'm going to cut this at 7 inches. Okay. And then I'll put this in my box. Save it. Okay, and then we're going to come back and we're going to cut this one at 5 and we're going to cut it at 5 1/4 in this direction. Okay. And you can go ahead and cut a second one from there also. I'll do that in a minute. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to come over here and we'll put this at 4 3/4, and we're going to bring this down to 2 1/4, and then I'm going to lift it up and bring it to a 1/2 inch. Okay, so at 2 1/4 and a 1/2 inch, I'm going to turn this over and round it off and round it off down into, and then we'll save those. Okay, so I've added a tab and we're going to make a file card this time. Okay, so here is our file card and we are 7 inches, so this would be able to go, if you take 2 pages, 2 8.5 by 5.5 pages, and you glue them on the edges, this will be able to fit in there. Okay, so I have some of my fabric and I've cut that, this was one of the scrap pieces. I'm going to go ahead and make a pocket out of this piece of fabric. Okay. And lay this down. Okay, and then pull it from the center out to the edges, because that'll help pull our pocket tighter. Okay, out from the center to the edges to pull our pocket tighter. And we'll turn this over and we'll go ahead and cut our edge. We'll save that. Okay, so I like this. But I was thinking, I was like, I haven't done a fabric pocket like this in here yet, so I think that'll be good. I think while we're letting this dry, let's go ahead and come up here. And I thought I wanted to do something a little different to the tab. So I'm going to use some of the washi tape. Remember, you can add washi tape to your challenge as long as you have done mini challenge in the challenge 8.1. Okay, so on Saturdays, we post a mini challenge that goes along with the big challenge. It's kind of fun because even if you're not doing the big challenge, you can do the little challenge. And so this week's challenge is stack of stickers. So you might check that out. Okay, so there's that. Then we'll come here and use my other washi tape, and we're going to just take that right up to the edge and across. It's pretty busy, but it brings in some more daisies. And there we go. Okay, so over here I have chosen this wallet image, and again we have our stamp, and it goes in that direction. It's like I can never remember. Okay, we're going to put it on here so she looks like a giant canceled stamp. Okay, just gives you a little different look at her. And then we're going to go ahead and let's put her down as like a tuck over here on this side. Okay, so like a tuck over here on this side. You can turn this over, and you know what, I think this time let's go ahead and, oh, we've got this little music piece here. So this is one of the pieces that we've been using, one of the ephemera pieces. I'm going to go ahead and put some glue on the back of this, and we'll put it on the tab. Just to give you a separate look on the tab. Do I want to do that one, or do I want to do the other one? I think I want to do this one. I like this because it brings in the pink that looks like the daisies in the Colorful Daisies digital kit. Okay. Okay. So here we'll have a piece. And I think we'll go ahead and just, I like to put the two together. Two washies together. I like that look. Okay. So you can go ahead and write on this page, this side here, or put a picture or something. And then this side, we've got a pocket that we can fill. And I have this. And then we still have this little piece. And I have a stack of the ephemera for each of the journals from the pages that I had started to use. So, and I did already cut them out because I was watching some music videos today and just decided that I would let myself watch some music videos and cut some things out. I was watching a person that plays music on the street, but he lays down, he's got like the technical little thing, and he can lay down tracks, and he was taking requests and stuff, and it was so good that I decided that I wanted to watch it. And you guys, I don't do a lot of that because a lot of, you know, making the videos, editing the videos, and doing all that, it takes a lot of my time, and I decided that I would just do some busy work and enjoy the music. I did very, 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 very much. So I went ahead and added the Paris stamp here. So I used the large one here and the smaller stamp here. And then I think these should just fit right in this pocket. And so you have a full ensemble. I actually really like the way this turned out. So this is our large file card. And we have 3 of them all set and ready. So 2 down, 1 to go. So what we're doing is we're doing assembly line style. And what I'm doing right now is I'm coming up with like a prototype, and then I'll make sure I have the things that I need to make 2 more. So I have one for each, one of these for each of the 3 journals. And here we are with our next one. So I have this page from the paper pad, this sheet from the paper pad. I'm going to come down here, and I have measured, like, I want to be right around 5 inches, between 5 inches and 5 1/4. And I'm going to come over to here. Okay. And this way, I wanted to be right around 7 inches, and it put me up right close to this line. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it on the line. We'll cut it all the way down. Okay, so that gives us this piece, and I'm cutting 3. Not sure if I should have cut 3, but I did. Okay, so there's our 3, and there's 1, 2, and looks like we need So I can use those for tags and things like that. I could have gone ahead and folded this and had it been a folder, but I didn't. We're going with the file card because actually it will take up more or less space, okay, in the journal. So we'll go ahead and, like we've been doing, we'll make one and then I'll come back and make the other two. So for this one, I'm going to use the outline of the file folder and just go ahead and cut it. Okay. And I'll save that because I can use it on the snippets or possibly the master board or something. But that is my file card. I love it. Okay, so we have been using the washi tape. I like the washi tape up here. So I think we'll go ahead, add some washi tape up here. And I think we'll go ahead and add our number stamp over here on the edge. I didn't want it on the top. I have no reason for not wanting them on the top. I just didn't. Okay, so here we are. We'll go ahead, add our numbers right there. I think that they have been pretty cool. Okay, so this will give us a place to write and add things like that. I think we're going to go with our daisy tissue. Go ahead and pull out a piece of daisy tissue. Somewhere I have the top piece still. Oh, you know what? Let's go with the piece of tissue. I have a different idea. And our new stamp. Okay, so our new stamp. And we'll go ahead and pull this down out of the way. And we'll pull this out of the way. Where did the ink go? Oh, I put it back where it goes. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and ink our new stamp. This is the one I got at Michael's. I know that because it says Recollections on it. Okay, so we'll go ahead and stamp that. And we'll let it dry. We need 3 of these. 1 for each journal. There's 2. And here's our 3rd one. And 3. So I didn't bring any water to the craft room, so we are going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and rip around them. The water works so much better because you have water and a paintbrush. You have control over where you're ripping. But I didn't bring any water to the craft room because this right here was an afterthought. I was actually going to do the tissue paper. Still might. Okay, so this. Okay, that gives me 2. There's 2. And so we are doing this part assembly line just because I don't want to put this on the table and have it get wrinkled. So okay. Okay, so there's 3 of our stamped daisies. And so I'm thinking they're going to look really cool on this side. How would they look on this side? They would look really cool on this side too. Well, Okay, so we're going to use the bottom of our glue. And I threw away, oh, there it is. I was going to say, we need a top. If we're going to use the bottom, we need a top. Okay. And come over here. Figure out how we want it to go on. I kind of want the numbers over there, I think. I think we'll just go with the plain old straight on daisy. Okay, so I'm adding glue using the bottom of the Tombow Mono liquid glue. And then we're going to put it down like we're decoupaging. Okay, so I want to make sure that that's out. And let's see, if we put it down, I want to be close to the edge over here with my leaf. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and put it down. Okay, I used archival ink, and it seems to, my finger was a little bit wet, and it did not move. So that's good news. Okay. Okay. So there we go. We've added that. I call that a tattoo. Okay, you guys have seen me do that with the fish. In the fishing journal, we did tattoos with the brown. Okay, I'm thinking it might be kind of fun to add a couple of these daisies. I don't know. We'll okay, I'm sorry I'm not up there on the thing, but it'll sit in the glue if I'm up there. So I'm just cutting around a daisy on the tissue. Okay. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put one right down here. Let's see. Put some glue. There's a stem here, and I'm trying to get on the stem. So it's like the flower is part of the stem. And we'll just put that on. Okay. And here's a little yellow with blue center. And it's tiny, so. I'm just thinking that this is a different way. Getting some color on here. Used our tissue in a couple of ways. Okay. There we go. You can put your glue on the tissue paper if you... Okay, so we've got that happening. And this right here doesn't look like there's any glue behind it, so let's put a little glue behind there. Okay, so we've got that going on. We've done our three things actually here. Okay, so this is going to go into like one of those large double pockets. Be really careful with your there we go. Okay, that's going to take a little while to dry. I'm going to go ahead and add this down there. So it's a flinch card from one of the ephemera pages. Okay. There we go. Okay, I actually really like that. So I think we'll stick with that. It's pretty simple, straightforward. Yeah, I think I like that. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead. We'll put that one down. We're gonna go ahead and pull out the next one. Now we would normally go boom, 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 but I am trying to, I've got a lot of things that I need to get done. So, yeah, so I'm sorry the videos have been shorter, but got to get, okay, so this time I'm going to go to this side, okay, and I'm going to go ahead and grab the curtain. Okay, and I'm going to start from this end, and I'm going to cut it close to the ruffle. Okay, so I'm okay, so we do this, and then we can put a pocket on here, and we're going to need 3 pockets. So let's go ahead and cut 3 pockets. So even if you're not doing all 3 boom 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 assembly line, if you at least cut your pieces, get your pieces together, like I had that out, so we got that together. Now we're going to go ahead and put this on. Okay, so it's going to become a pocket down here. Okay, so we'll go here and across and up. And we'll put this on, and you've seen me putting things on this, and we go from the center out, and that will put the pocket on here as tight as we can, okay, because you really want to get the pocket as tight as you can, because it's going to automatically have some give just because it is fabric. Okay, and we're going to come in and cut off a couple pieces. Okay, so basically what you're going to have is you're going to have this on one side, and you'll turn it over and you'll have this pocket on the other side. Okay, so we're still waiting for that one to dry. And we have postcards. So 2 for you and 1 for you. And we'll do blue, and let's see, what do we have up here? Do we have something that could, well, we have this piece. You know what, I don't know if I have the 3rd one, because the 3rd one would be the envelope that I cut up after I decided. So we should probably make sure that we have that. What else do we have up here? Sorry about my reach. Book page. Well, okay, we have this little piece of fabric. Okay, so we can go ahead and use our fabric and have a tab. We have these 3 little pieces. Let's go ahead and do that, okay? You could just put the index card in there with nothing, but I think it really does look better with something in there. So there we've got that in our little pocket, and so I'm going to go ahead and I'll put the pocket on the other one before we turn it over, and then I'll go and finish the others and we'll be back. Okay, so if you are here at the 10:30 premiere, make sure you hit that live chat button. Come on over and say hello. We do this every day at 10:30 Pacific Standard Time, and we use the premiere format so that we can have a live chat. So we are over there chatting if you're here at live chat time. Okay, so again, we'd love to have you join us in that chat. It's a lot of fun. We're able to keep in touch, ask questions. So it's lots of fun. Remember, we also do a challenge here every month on the Dear Julie Julie challenge, Dear Julie Julie channel, and this is for our August challenge. It is the August Dollar Tree or Dollar Store Assembly Line Junk Journal Challenge. I took 2 of the favorite challenges and put them together, and so we are making 3 journals, and we're doing certain elements, so you'll have possibly seen those videos this month. And if you're interested in the challenge, it does have prizes, and all of that is explained in the details video, which is in the description box down below. So you are welcome to join us there. Like I said, it's a lot of fun. We have a lot of people that get to join us each day, and we'd love to have you join us as well. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just finish up these little cards. Now that we know what we're doing, it makes it easier to go through and put together the pieces. And that's what I'm talking about, assembly line. Now, if you are just, putting together a kit or something like that, or stuff to make cards or something like that, projects, then your assembly line can just be putting things in piles and getting them ready. That can be your assembly line. We're actually making elements here as well as a video. So things have to dry sometimes, and the other thing is I'm trying to have, I have an idea, and then we're trying to bring it to fruition, and so sometimes things don't work. I do leave a lot of the things that don't work in my videos so that you can see that things don't always go perfect every time, and that sometimes I change my mind, change the products that I'm using, change where I'm putting things. Sometimes I just put the thing away, move on to something different. So yeah, so that could happen. But assembly line, once I've got figured out what I want to do, doing 2 more doesn't take that much time, especially if I've gone ahead and I already have all my stuff out. I have my idea, don't have to come up with the idea again. Okay, so we're attaching the little piece that we made with the distress inks the other day. Okay, so there's that one. Okay, so then we can put that aside. So just adding a tab onto an index card, and then you're able to write things on both sides or add embellishments or things like that. I think it's a great way of being able. Okay, so there we go. This one will go when we get the other pocket. Okay, so we have an extra. Now that postcard goes with this one. This postcard goes in here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and turn these over, and we'll continue with the process on the other side. So starting with the washi tape, probably go ahead and line it up, put it down, line it up. And you can see where if you had like 4, 5, 6 of these, 10 of these, you could just, go down the line and get them ready. And, if you're making gifts, like even if you're just trying to do something that's really basic, you can use the assembly line method to get your things ready for something really basic. And so we're just cutting the edge of the washi tapes off here. I'll take them off my. you know what, let's take these out. Okay, so the washi's on. What's our next thing? We have the stamp. So take those out. So we'll stamp and stamp. My thumb goes on here, and that way it should be in the right side up. So there we go, stamp and stamp. I've enjoyed using this number stamp. Okay, so next we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward and do these other pieces, and we'll be back. Okay, so I have all three. They are in various stages of drying, and so we're going to go ahead, clean up the desk, and we'll be back and take a look at what we did today. Okay, so we have our 3 file cards where we use the paper pad, and it actually had the cutout for a file card, and we added our stamped on tissue paper here, along with a couple of the pieces from the Dollar Tree daisy tissue paper. We also added a flinch card here, some stamping up here, washi tape across the top. You turn it over. We added some lace from the curtain, and we added an index card, one of the digital pieces. The flinch card also came from the digital. And we did make the little tab. It has the distressed curtain fabric here and some of the fabric that we're using in the cover. So there's one. We do have 3 of them. The other 2 are not dry yet, and I'm not gonna put them on the table and mess everybody else up. So okay, so next we have, we'll do these ones. Okay, so next we have the file card, also made out of the paper pad, and we made our own tab by cutting, stopping, starting, cutting, and then cutting with our scissors to get this little tab on the top. On this side, we've left the paper as it is and just added a couple pieces of washi and the little music piece from the ephemera that we had. Okay, on this side, we have washi tape up here on the tab, washi across the top. We added a fabric pocket here using the fabric we're going to use from the cover, one of our wallet images, and we stamped that. And then here we have index card with a calling card that we made look like a postcard, and we have another wallet image with another cancellation stamp on it to make that look like it's a stamp on there. Well, that was my idea anyway. Okay, then next we made our little file folder. This time we made it out of a greeting card, and you can just pop that open. We used an index card here. We have a couple of the little cards are placed in here. This index card is attached here and across the center here. We did add one of the little bit larger postcard images there, and you have this one here. We used some of the ruffle from the curtain and the little playing card here, and that's just all ready to keep the file card closed. So we cut this across. We cut this so that it had a little flap, and we do have a place on the back that we can add something there as well. Some washi tape here and the calling card here. So there is our little file folder. So there you go, our 9 file cards and file folders for our August Dollar Store Assembly Line Junk Journal Challenge. Find something to celebrate every day. Please go watch one of these movies right after this one. It really does help my channel, as well as leave a comment. Which one was your favorite? Leave that in the comment after the video, and have an amazing day. I'll see you tomorrow, 10:30 Pacific Standard Time. Bye. Bye-bye.